Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Final Fantasy Spring 2020 tournament. We've got ShoFukomachi versus Caleb in a match that has some serious playoff implications. I'm joined here in the booth by Melee Wizard. How you doing today?
I'm doing alright. So I believe our runners are 3-1 going into this?
Yeah, so still both of them still eligible to dodge the dreaded play-in race. So this is again, this is very important, and we had a bit of a dodgeball draft going on here, so got some interesting party comps as a result.
Which is the first... I had never heard of it until just now, so apparently each runner picked a class, and they're the only one allowed to use that class. So apparently Caleb got Fighter Black Belt and Red Mage, Sho got Thief White Mage Black Mage, and we'll see how... I think the magic breakdown might be the biggest determining factor in how things go here.
Yeah, if there's some really good stuff in White Magic early, like say Fade, Exit, or if Life and Life 2 are screened out of Red Mage Learnable, well, that's going to play pretty well in the show's hands here. Conversely, Red Mage could just absolutely clean up the seed, and well, show's got a lot of work to do.
Oh yeah. But if we don't have any sort of strong AoEs early on, actually dealing damage might be an issue for Sho.
Yeah, with Caleb having an entire party of people that can equip decent armor and swords, if the magic just turns out to be a complete zonk in the first couple of levels, that could add some serious time to Sho's counter there.
The one advantage Sho does have is between the Thief and the Black Mage, getting away from fights shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't.
Yeah, so if we got an early marsh dive required, that's also going to help Sho out a little bit too. And Sho's going to get all of those spell charges a lot faster than Caleb is. So.
Yes, true.
But we've dropped the gate for the runners, and they will be off shortly.
Alright then, away we go. Black Magic! Oh, there's Nuke and Warp.
Well, okay. That's pretty Red Mage friendly.
And on the White Magic side, well, Wall's White Mage locked, but that's about it.
I mean, at this point, Caleb could reroll in the 4 Red Mages, but he doesn't seem to be interested in that.
Yeah, having 3 is probably good enough in this particular case. At least with that, you can still have the fighter / knight to be able to swing at things if you have to. Because even if you have a whole lot of nuke in a really bad Topher, that can only get you so far.
Alright, Sho doing the safety strat and killing a bunch of imps up front. Gets a couple extra nuke charges out of the way for this. Caleb's gonna do the same thing, but he's halfway up the Temple of Hades already.
Caleb's map sprite's gonna be messing with my head.
Uh-oh.
What did
Those eggs are making too much noise. The zombies cast mute.
Oh, okay. Well, at least that... I don't know how many times mute appears in the pool, but hey, having it out of the way early is never not a bad thing.
Alright, so we got a grand total of 150. Feels bad. About 903, and oh my god, okay. Well, that's Provoca money and not much else, so...
Yeah, Provoca money's not the worst thing in the world, but when it's just money and it's not even 4K, it's not that good.
Caleb hitting level 4 off the strength of that Gurren tile. We've got a loot. And what's the princess got?
Well, that increases our options a good bit.
Yep, so we've got loose canoe, which means canals and marsh, right? Because it always is. Also surprised that Sho didn't pop the warp coming back. Or maybe he did, I totally missed it.
I didn't catch it either.
Hello.
We've
got, toxic Sayax.
Yeah, that's lovely to see. Especially considering how much time we might be spending out in the ocean.
Alright, Sho is stocking up on the essentials here. While Caleb is just gonna forge ahead and beat up some pirates.
Yeah, well, with since unsafe pirates are off, you have a nuke, you might as well just get it over with now. The slap's not gonna do much for us now.
Find some of that chain armor? Nope. Still screened out. And there's life too, also, and Cure 4, also Red Mage learnable. So, this is the God Seed for Red Mage.
And personally, I like seeing soft as well. Just goodness knows, getting your charges back is often a lot cheaper than buying soft potions.
Yeah, Sho looks at Quad X and Zap and is like, you know what? I'm just gonna kill some pirates instead.
Caleb is investing in the Quad X. And with Life 2 and Cure 4, survivability isn't much of an issue at this point.
No, and kind of the bad news for Sho is, like, what advantage could he possibly have at this point? With the Black Mages, it's only if Temper and Fast are late, or Caleb finds katanas sort of on the common path and does not find a regular sword. It looks like we're gonna do some pop grinding here.
Well, you got nukes. If you have the firepower to do it, why not?
Yeah, I guess Sho just doesn't feel too comfortable. Well, that is a dead mage, but we also have life too, so no big deal.
And Matoya's Cave doesn't have much.
Whole lot of nothing there. And Sho at this point now just gonna take the power cycle because he found the long run. And this is a pretty good one to start with.
It's good turn order, and down go the Frost Wolves. Having that canoe means checking the dwarves. Heading to Dwarf Cave is a heck of a lot faster than it otherwise would have been.
Sho gonna reset out of 3 giants, which is an interesting decision. Those are pretty good for money in the early game. Caleb's also gonna reset out of a Zeus Gauntlet, which kind of feels bad.
I mean,
Yeah,
you got nukes. You got nukes for days. If you really want it, you can grab it when we turn in the adamant and/or TNT.
Hey, what's going on here? Is Caleb skipping Marsh? What?
I mean, we have a canoe. That means there's a lot more options now, including one of our. We've got a couple of incentivized locations like Ice and Volcano. Not to mention Crescent Lake.
Alright, Team Poison sound effects to the rescue on Caleb's side. And
there's Bloater for 36,000. Ooh boy.
Alright, he's not even gonna check what the old man has. He's just gonna go straight to Volcano to try to get that sweet, sweet floater money.
Well, yeah, we found what we need.
Alright, that egg got scrambled pretty good.
Yeah, river tiles tend to be kind of dangerous.
Alright, Sho has finished farming. Caleb completely skipped over the old men, just running straight for the cash.
Yep. When you see something like the floater and the vendor item, you kind of want it, like ASAP.
There's Lit 2, which is gonna high roll all those eggs, so try again. And now Caleb gets ambushed, and one of his eggs gets scrambled off with poison damage. Caleb is playing loose, and very much too loose.
Yeah. He's able to make it to the armory. Some good equipment, but no actual money yet.
The silver challenge. And he's not even gonna look at this tile. Maybe wait until after. Alright, so killing these giants off is gonna help in the cash department.
That's more gold than he's gotten from the chest so far.
Alright, and we have Angry Pedes. These guys usually roll pretty high. Today is no exception. Down goes the fighter.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's hard to stand up to 3 nukes, no matter what class you are. There's a silver hat! It is the silver challenge.
Well, it makes sense. I believe in vanilla, aren't there like 3 silver helmets in amongst those chests or something in vanilla?
Oh god, there's 4.
Right.
There's so many.
And of course we have the Sahag trap tile because we haven't seen enough of them yet.
Yeah, does not get toxic, fortunately. And is just gonna continue moonwalking through while Sho is gonna load up on level 3 magic here.
Oh,
Ice 3 and Fire 3, very nice before Volcano and what is it? Ice Cave.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Heal 3, also pretty good.
I almost said Ice Palace, that feels bad. And that Heal 3 is also learnable by the Red Mage, so the rich just get richer.
Well, there's
life,
an extra life at level 4.
Also Red Mage learnable.
And nothing on level 4 on Black Magic.
Old Zil shit. Alright, so no Fade, no Temper. If those show up late, that maybe shows only advantage, but it's not much of an advantage when you got 3 nukes from your opponent.
I haven't seen Fast yet either, though if we're just going to be nuking everything, we may not even need it.
There's the Pro Rings and Gold Bracelets, which are pretty pricey at this point.
And Sho doesn't know just how pricey things are going to be since we have that 36k floater for sale. Yeah, Question in chat about Caleb's sprites. Those are 3 red mages that he's got there. I'm guessing that those will turn into Yoshis on class change.
I have no idea what they're gonna turn into. But yeah, drops a house and back in we go.
Red Hydras with stun touch. We'll love to see that when we get to Sky. Show makes it to Crescent Lake. Sees the quote-unquote good news.
Alright, and he is going to have a chat with the old men at this point. And here's an herb. Alright, so... Show, use warp. I guess it's a nice day for a stroll in the park.
I guess if neither runner used... Oh, well, there's the toxic.
You know, those are some scrambled eggs, alright.
And all for a heal potion.
Alright, check that one off. Show also with the requisite 1 house, but it looks like he wants to grab some more encounters in this area for experience.
Feels kind of odd taking the pop grind and then taking more of a grind here.
Yeah, I guess Sho was more interested in the money than the experience, but
yeah, possibly.
This is weird if he's trying to fundraise for the floater, because it's gonna take a long time.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we haven't really seen much for money in Volcano yet either. I mean, Caleb's got barely half the ones that he needs.
He's got a giant pile of silver that he can sell. He'll be fine.
There's a decent amount of money.
It's another angry Pete. Almost
And
cracks that egg.
A precision strike.
Oh, so I just noticed that Caleb only has 3 heal potions. This could get real dicey.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got Cure 4 in life, too. If he plays his cards right, he might be able to get out of this, but... any big AoE is gonna send him right back to the start.
There's a ribbon and a black shirt.
Yeah, good stuff. Alright, puts the ribbon on the egg that has 1 health and is poisoned. There's the Katana and the Aegis.
You mentioned something about thief swords.
Well, that works out for Sho. Now he just has to. That's a big worm. And those are 3 Cure 4s that just bit the dust and the egg. And this is the problem with this party. You can't run from anything. Just people tripping over their capes like crazy. It's a disaster.
I mean, considering the robes that the Black Mage wears, you'd think they'd have the same problem, but apparently not.
Caleb's just gonna take a peek at this style. So we got Muggle Sorcerers, which is pretty good.
Oh yeah. As long as they don't have anything nasty, although Mudgalls can punch decently hard.
Yeah, and well, here's more of them. And they didn't even get a turn, so now we're gonna actually... Nope. Alright, well there's some more nukes down the drain. And right now, I don't think Caleb has enough in the resource tank to finish this out. Sho sees the toxic and just, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he had seen it out in the overworld, but he knows about it now.
Well, if he decides to skip those chests, that will actually save him some time.
So he'll get away from one chance, and it's gargoyles in the second one.
Hey, greetings from Marsh Cave. Here's some TNT.
You'd think that the TNT would be... You'd think they would have detonated by now, right?
Oh, must be in a real good box.
Alright, so we're about to see our first fiend encounter at about 18 minutes.
Yeah, this is a bit of a scary encounter with low resources here. The nukes did not get distributed evenly among the mages, so
yeah,
this could get bad depending on how Carrie decides to punch. Yeah. All right,
yeah,
so.
like punching the one that had the most of them left.
Yeah, well, that's 6 nukes down the drain. But fortunately, Carrie didn't have much of the tank either.
And that's at about 1838. Caleb lights our first orb. Risky play, but it did pay off.
Alright.
But the thing is, I still think he doesn't have enough money to buy that floater.
Yeah, he's gotta pawn off some stuff, for sure.
Like the katana, probably that'll do a good bit. Does he have enough? Oh yeah, he's got plenty. Never mind.
I can even buy 10 houses. Maybe that's excessive. I don't think so.
Getting some chain armor. It's cheap. Not a bad idea.
There's the katana rolling cheap today, and in the white magic we have Fade.
Yeah, Fade at 6. Temper at 6.
Temper at 6, yes.
I saw Lock 2 at 6 as well.
Yeah, and I think both of those are not red mage learnable, so I always forget. I think it's top slot.
Now that Caleb has that floater is up in the air at about the 20-minute mark, and the world is our oyster. Looks like he's going to be turning in that herb first and check the magic shops in Elfland as well.
Alright, Sho picks up the ice armor.
It's the... Okay, I guess we're going to be doing this fetch chain backwards a little bit.
Well, I mean, it goes with Caleb's spray, right?
Yeah, I won't argue that. You can learn the heal 3s, that's good.
Do you need more life, Caleb? No, Caleb does not need more life.
You can never have too much life.
Yeah, there's confused. That could help in the carry fight. Nah. Nuke's a little better.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and it looks like he is investing in the life.
So yeah, if Fast doesn't show up in Melman, this could be kind of a big problem for Caleb.
Potentially, yeah.
He's definitely gonna need to invest heavily in that power gauntlet.
Oh, there's the opal bracelet at Astos.
22 minutes into the seed, still time for breakfast, so have some Cheerios.
I had life this morning.
Oh, Caleb had life too. Hooray!
Well, I mean, he also has life 1 now. Both our runners had life 2 quite early. And Eric has the bottle.
Alright, Show meanwhile skipping out on diving through to carry. Do we have a floater? Do we have floater money? Is that what we're looking for here?
Possibly.
Yeah, he's just not too far off from getting floater at this point, so...
Level 5 magic! Well, there's Brack.
Yeah, but no Brack Fast.
And Fog 2, X-Fur, Harm 4. Not the worst, but... At this point, what else is there to even find?
So, Fast at 7 or 8?
Yeah.
That's really the big one. We haven't seen Lit 3 either, but that's more of a curiosity at this point.
Yeah, like, we already have Fire 3, Ice 3, and Nuke. We've seen Fade. And, oh, just short. And Sarda has Thorhammer.
Who's a Thorhammer? Alright, well, Joe's gonna take another fight.
So now that we've seen both the Opal Bracelet and the Thor Hammer, we know that every other location will have something of significance.
Yeah, especially in Caleb's shoes, he needs that power gauntlet real bad. Well, there's Sleep 2 and Blind.
Oh wait, oh right, power Gauntlet, I forgot about that. I was thinking more of key items.
Oh, cheap bucklers! Come on, Caleb! Nope, not happening. Alright, Show's gonna take to the sky now. Looks like somebody greased that river tile.
That's one downside to having the fast walking speed. If you don't have the timing right, you can just go right past your destination.
So yeah, Show is definitely hoping to find the tail early. Being that he's very close to starting to get spell charges now, that's gonna be important. Caleb pops the bottle, gets an adamant, so...
Mandatory double dip into dwarves.
Back and forth. Alright,
Yeah.
Show's gonna get a Thor Hammer. And Caleb's gonna eat some sandwiches.
So, at this point, not that it really matters anymore, but I think the canal would either have to be in marsh or in ice, barring potential key, if we find the key first.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the logic works on that. Technically, the canal could be anywhere, but it usually rolls before floater, so yeah, marsh or ice seems pretty logical.
Well, there's our vanilla chime.
gets the opal bracelet, which is probably nicer for his party than it is for Caleb's. Because right now, Sho really hurting for Absorb. And also hurting for money, so let's take out Cardia.
We're starting off with some money. Not a lot, but some. So it's looking like Caleb might be making a waterfall play here.
At this point, it's a good time to start knocking out those incentive dungeons.
Yeah. I find it interesting because I know some people will want to hold off on that until they have the Oxyale, so they can do that and Sea Shrine in one go.
Sho digging out the defense sword. That's a pretty nice
yes.
pickup. Light axe before Marsh, also nice. Or,
Also got the ice sword, which would probably be good for Caleb, just so one of the red mages can be equipped with something if he feels like doing physicals with it.
Alright. Over to Melman. Yeah, it's about as bad as you think, Sho.
Well, when all the good stuff's front loaded. Caleb popping a house and into the waterfall.
I think this is the point of our program where Caleb is just going to kill everything and get a bunch of levels.
Well, I mean, he has warp, so he can get out of here quickly as long as he doesn't use up all his level 1 charges.
Alright, Sho meanwhile is going to check out Ice Cave, and Sho not diving at the bottom of the volcano doesn't have that ribbon. And I guess he thought better of it. He's going to go stock up on supplies first.
Except there's no heal potions in Crescent Lake.
This is a long trip for heal potions, unfortunately.
Yeah. But going to get the heal potions now, if it can save you having to wipe and redive a dungeon, it's still worth it. Gas dragons didn't roll low on health. And we got imps as the trap tile. Fun.
Alright, and Caleb digs out an Oxyale.
Oh, there's the Oxyale. Okay then, yeah. Not much else, just a bit of money.
Alright, and we have Ice Cave.
Well, Caleb's not going to Shrine. Curious to see if Caleb's just going for the incentivized locations at the moment. See, he has the means of getting through Shrine now. Maybe he's just concerned about his levels or something.
This is a good time to knock out cardio while you're in the area. still need loose items. Caleb is gonna find that ice sword pretty quick, and the defense. And he'll then be in really good position to do ordeals.
And we have the key in Ice Cave.
That's gonna be pretty good. That's a lot of equipment that Sho can dig out right now, and it's gonna make the double dip that he has to do going through Dwarf Cave feel not as bad.
The TNT was in Volcano, right?
Yeah, and Sho knows that this is it's an incentive location. He'll get down there before too long.
It's just unfortunate that the TNT leads to the bottle, which leads to the adamant, which leads to something we don't know yet.
Yeah, good old incentive tennis.
It's almost like Ganondorf was here. And we got vampires in the ice cave. Good experience if you can survive it. And there's our loose canal and ice.
Alright, well, extra experience for sure. And a giant pile of money and unrunnable badmen, so this might be, yeah. Throw out that heal 3. Thor Hammer also good.
This also means that they'll be unrunnable in Topher. Good information, but still not something we really want to see.
Oh, they have sleep touch as well. That's not so good.
No.
And they have a lot of health.
And they have a lot of... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, these are some bad men.
Uh-huh.
Alright, pray for turn order, it's all you got. Nope.
Nope.
That is a real fast ordeals for Caleb.
Yeah, no doubt. Just blink and you miss it. And we got a bit of a downgrade on this trap tile.
Question in chat, have we seen Temper even? Temper is at 6, not available to red mages.
Oh, dragon armor.
That's pretty good. Second ribbon.
Second ribbon. Hey, Caleb's getting a really active spot on the encounter table.
He's also getting a lot of good experience out of it.
And there's the tail.
Okay, so pretty straightforward so far.
So Sho re-getting that key. Likely will not be re-getting that canal unless he really wants that extra 5% experience.
No, you can dig that out, and not have to fight the bad men. So
True. Oh, one nice thing is I think that Frostwolf trap tile. I think that's a one-off, right? There is no others like that.
yep, that one's it. Yeah, Sho getting slapped around by these ghosts here. Feels bad.
Well, when your party is made up of squishy people, you really gotta be careful about your survivability.
Oh, he
wow.
finds the loose rod!
Oh, wow!
And he just skips the canal. Alright, cool.
Okay, then. That was worth diving back in for.
A little bit. Alright, well... So 2 of the loose items were in the same room.
Yep. Thinking there's still one chest in there. There could be 3.
It's a nice bit of information, but I feel like Caleb's gonna get that sooner rather than later.
I think he's making the rounds, getting more magic for his party.
Alright. Now we got 3 eggs with Fade.
And I guess I was wrong that the promotion would turn them into Yoshis. They just eggs with hats. And Sho is making the plate ordeals as Caleb goes into ice, so they're just trading places now.
Yeah, and Caleb is in much better shape to take out the bad men, so we'll get to see what that chest was hiding.
So at this point, there's only one item that we need to find between our 2 runners, and that's the cube. Which could be darn near anywhere, I think, right? And given that we still have the adamant to turn in, the ruby to find and turn in, I'm thinking it might be behind one of those. As Caleb finds the key. Sho finds his first ribbon. Oh, apparently Caleb doesn't want the Aegis Shield. Well, that's an interesting decision. Wow, Caleb's party is already up to level 21.
Yeah, that's the don't run away from anything strategy.
Sounds like something I do.
Oh boy, there's fewer bad men.
You must be ahead of me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a quick refresh.
Yeah, I should do that. I was about to say, wasn't the rod on the top one that I realized Caleb's walking sprites backwards?
Yeah. Alright, so Sho's rocking the defense sword on the ninja right now, which is a pretty big upgrade. And he will be able to find that katana, I'm sure.
I believe that was on the Agama floor. Pretty early in the Agama floor, too, if memory serves.
Alright, so just Sho and Caleb trading dungeons, tying up loose ends.
Checking more
is
magic
kinda-
shops.
Yeah, do we have fast here? Sure do.
Yep. Fast at 7.
Alright. This is actually, it's probably the best possible outcome for Sho. He'll get some more charges of it than it would be at 8.
You know, it looks like Caleb is going to go clean out the rest of Dwarf Cave. Let's see if he remembers that he has the adamant.
No, he's got a key though.
There's a free pro ring. Not much else.
Hooray! Here,
Double
here's
hooray!
Power Gauntlet, which is something that Caleb definitely needed.
Yes, for sure. So at this point, we're still looking for one loose. Which, at this point, I think has to be Ruby to Cube. Since we found all 3 equipment drops in the incentive pool.
That sounds about right. Tier 3 time. Let's get all of that night magic going.
Alright, we hadn't found the crystal either, so yeah, it'll be Ruby to crystal in some configuration, then to the cube. So we still got a bit of a fetch chain going, it's just a matter of where it starts.
Alright, Pokemon Ruby to Pokemon Crystal to Pokemon Cube.
Yeah, well, I figure after a while they're gonna run out of names on Generation, so I expect to see a Pokemon Sphere, Pokemon Cube, Pokemon Pyramid at some point.
Pokemon Orb.
Yes, because we don't have enough memes in our lives.
Alright. Temple of Fiends, big old bust.
Yep.
Tier 4 and Life 2 on a night. Feels good.
Life 2 and Cure 4 on your entire party feels even better.
Alright. And now we got key checks. Thanks to Show.
There's a white shirt. White shirt for Caleb.
There's your evade.
I don't think we saw Inf 2 anywhere either.
No, that might be, or Ruse. Might be late.
Wow.
Alright, and then there's just some dead air.
I'm a little curious that he's checking trap tiles here, since he's been taking fights pretty much this whole way through. So at this rate, levels probably won't be that much of an issue.
I guess no fast, no temper. Maybe he hasn't found a good sword yet either. Maybe trying to find a good grind spot to keep in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I guess if your best sword is the defense sword, then yeah.
Alright, well here's an opportunity for Show to catch up. If Caleb doesn't find anything in Marsh, we knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah, since we still have 2 Fiend dungeons that we can clear right now, 3 for Show, I'm just surprised that this is the decision that Caleb's making. I figured, you know, go through Shrine, go through Earth, and if those come up dead, then go to Marsh. But I guess if you're looking to see if you can go mode any of those dungeons, then I guess that's an idea.
Meanwhile, Show very sad that the dragon armor only sells for 10 or 5k.
Oof. But Show's at about 100,000. I think money's not much of an issue anymore.
Alright, Ninja was new.
And Mux with Frost. Oh, spiders have fire too! Isn't that fun?
Hey, Marsh is being Marsh.
It's just too bad for Marsh. Caleb going in with a level 21 party that's got level 1 nuke. Hasn't found anything of worth in Marsh yet, though.
Question in chat from Z-Man. Show's looking for something? Well, as the Eurythmics once said, everybody's looking for something.
And sweet dreams are made of cubes?
Wherever this loose cube is.
Show's diving back into Volcano. We'll love seeing that katana. And there's another katana in Keylock Marsh.
That's not a Mazmian. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff for Show's party here. I believe the black shirt was also kicking around.
Nah, I think it was the
Agama floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a ribbon. There's all kinds of nice stuff in the bottom of Volcano. It's not the loose item he's looking for. Hey, there's opal armor.
Yeah, we already have dragon armor, so it's a bit obsolete at this point. So Marsh was pretty much a bust.
Alright, Elzil show. So little bit of time for Show to catch up. But Caleb's still in a pretty nice lead here. TNT and Fetch Quest and Orb Up.
There's another free pro ring.
I wonder if Caleb's gonna check any more of these tiles here. But right now, Caleb's not just looking for the last loose item. He also needs an endgame sword.
Yeah, the best sword he's got is the defense sword, which without fast and without tempers, it's not feeling too good.
And Show is gonna just bypass that. Alright, cool. So he finds the ribbon of the black shirt, which is real nice. That's the first piece of armor that poor black mage has had all game.
And there's the katana and the Aegis shield that apparently Caleb threw away at some point.
Alright, so Show's gear is pretty well set at this point. There's certainly more nice to adds to dig out, but he's probably feeling ready other than levels.
Yeah, that katana by itself means a lot. Yeah, the White Wizard's already got level 6 charges, so he can have the Fade charges going now too.
Yeah, the katana with the +9 damage versus the Vorpal, it makes a big difference. You get the extra hit early with the Thief fixes, and it also does just straight up more work than the Vorpal on an even level field. It's a pretty powerful sword.
So the Earth Tile is populated with waters. Always loved seeing those.
Alright, so Earth 1, big old bust.
Bulls with Squint. We know that half of Earth 2 is a bust as well. Don't think he's checked the other... Caleb has checked the other roof. Yep, he's about to check it now. Silver helmet, heal potion, and a cabin. So Earth's coming up dry so far.
Hey, and we're not even gonna check that reptile room.
He did already.
Oh, did he?
He checked that one first.
Oh, is that where we found the cloth? I remember somebody finding a cloth.
Possibly.
There's more cloth on the shape of a tent.
At least it's a cloth that we could actually use.
Alright, Sho just chucking that white shirt around. There we go.
In 59 minutes, Sho lights his first orb.
Alright, and Caleb continues his full clear of one of the more annoying dungeons, the full clear. And Sho is gonna go pick up his vanilla chop.
So, based off of what we've seen, the crystal / ruby has to either be in Earth.
Oh, you mean
there
right
is.
there?
Okay, never mind. Like it has to be in Earth. There we go. My statement was accurate.
Yeah, and a lot of Sho's outs just got taken away there. Now Sho really needs to not only dive Earth first, but kind of hope for a Temple of Fiend's wife too, which is kind of hard when you have the survivability that you do on Caleb's side.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't even have the defense already equipped. And looks like Caleb has officially stopped checking chests. Not even checking the ruby chest. He's gonna go all in with defense and a whole bunch of nukes, and hope that's enough.
Yeah, and yeah, I guess he's pretty happy with. I'm sure he's gonna check some of the great chests and see on the way through, but yeah, it looks like he's pretty happy. Just
if
with the defense.
If he skipped the chest at the vampire, which was what 3 steps out of his way, I'd be amazed if he checked anything else at this point. So to be fair, yeah, Caleb does have the power gauntlet though. That will help.
Yeah, where did Temper and Fast land? Temper landed at 6, not Red Mage learnable. Fast landed at 7, non-rec.
Yep.
Also not Red Mage learnable. That's a lot of power gauntlets.
Sho commencing his fetch chain. Training in the TNT for the bottle. And yeah, Lich is dead.
So I guess the only benefit to that Ruby location is that Sho is very likely to check Earth before doing Marsh or
that's
the first 2 floors of Sky. But he's still probably gonna clear C first.
Yep, and Ruby turns into the crystal, which will then turn into the cube. That cube, Caleb, is at least an item go mode. We'll see if the equipment/levels go mode goes along with it.
Time for air. Alright.
Caleb's still checking.
Is that Caleb part? It is not.
If something like Mass Mute ends up in that vampire chest, I'm gonna laugh.
Alright, whole lot of nothing here.
And looks like Sho is... Sho?
Sho hates cabins. He also likes Earth Cave, though.
Which is good, because that's where he needs to be to get his last progression item. Find the flame armor, and that's good enough. Although he didn't save there, I don't think.
Hey, Pro Rings. Sho's insistence on not purchasing equipment is finally paying off.
Well, I mean, I don't think Caleb bought any pro rings either. I don't think Caleb checked anything in Mirage 2. And we have more monks with Frost.
Sho is gonna help himself to these waters, who appear to have rolled kind of low as far as waters go. Looks like anywhere between 150 and 200.
Caleb's leaving one of his eggs scrambled for the time being.
Alright, are we gonna see anything on this floor? Absolutely not. Are we gonna see a greed check on this floor? Nope.
No, we're not.
finds 2 katanas, does not find Massman. Feels bad.
Yeah. But we're at the Bridge of Destiny already. Caleb is just taking all the fights he can get. Well, almost all the fights he can get.
The fighters are pretty good. Not when your eggs are quiet, though.
No. No quad X for you. Although those fighters rolled really low on health.
That they did.
So I'm suspecting that Egg 3 will be brought back up for the T-Mat fight. But there's our happy robot friend.
Alright, well, we're gonna give this a shot. And, well, see how this goes. You got a lot of nukes, right?
Yeah, but Warmech might... Well, there's Bane. Missed.
Not hitting anybody. 2 Rivet characters still alive, I think.
Right.
So, there's a Bane out of the pool. And a fair amount of damage already being done to this Warmech here.
And there's Thunder that's out of the pool.
Oh, so that middle egg just dodged the Bane. I see. This is a Warmech with a lot of HP.
But down it goes, and that was a lot of experience.
Well, it's got to be important for Caleb to try to hit level 29 on the way through here, and I think that's why he's gone to the 3-man. That's when you get the extra hit on the defense sword. And if he's kind of committing to that, it's almost a necessity.
Fortunately, used up a lot of his nukes on the Warmech.
Right, there's the Ruby for show.
Good.
And just push the bat. Show.
NPC guillotine when?
You can stop guillotining plates.
And Tiamat got quad X'd, and that's orb number 3 for Caleb.
Alright, so again, holding that about 1 dungeon lead here, and Show is geared up, but kind of fragile right now. While Caleb is basically indestructible, but does not have nearly as much buffing power as Show does, so...
Yeah, the best Caleb has is that power gauntlet. As long as they can stay alive for long enough for that power gauntlet to do its job, then that's about what we're hoping for.
White magic, and nope. Alright, into the Sea Shrine, which we have seen almost nothing of so far.
No, this is the first time either of our runners has been here.
There's been some sea snake trap tiles, but that's really about it.
Ah, yes. And we've used the water trap tile as well. And it looks like Lich 1 survived one round, but won't survive the second.
Should have bought Harm 4 show. I'm just kidding. And Show is just obsessively using items to get that menu, get those potions in the right spot.
Well, I guess do it now or do it later. Caleb checking the odd chest, looking for something that's better than the defense sword, and he's not finding it.
Whole lot of nothing, and there's the cube for Show.
Right, so that's go mode. Shows that around level 21, 22. Oh, hello, T-Rex.
Alright, well, Show was never one to pass up a nice steak, so.
Well, when you need experience, it doesn't get a whole lot better than this. Yep, shows straight go mode, not checking a darn thing.
You want food? Sorry, I'm talking to my cat. She's asking me for food by sitting on my keyboard.
Alright, so Caleb about to pull Kraken 1. Let's see how punch happy Kraken decides to be today. Has at least decent absorb, hit with 2 hits for 40. But a round of nukes and that's it. So let's see if Caleb wants to go into Topher right now, or if he wants to try and hit grind for that level 29.
I think at this point, Caleb just did not see any tiles, worth checking out.
Not that's close at hand, anyway. Like the vampire tile might be good, but that's deep in ice, so.
If he wants it, he can certainly pick it up all along the way.
Stocking up on heal potions along the way. Not a bad idea. Even with as many cure forts we have, having heal potions is never a bad idea.
So does Caleb have any source of lock or lock 2 as well?
I don't think so.
Alright, so evasion's also going to be a problem.
And so at an hour 17, Caleb is our first into Topher. Alright, so Sho is at the Bridge of Destiny. We'll see if he gets a Warmech encounter as well.
Two gold.
Yeah, incentive chests have nothing. The validation chests have nothing. Now, apparently one of those chests had a cabin, which is messing up, which misaligned Caleb's menu. So using those cure potions are just a little bit more annoying. And oh, hello, Airs with Thunder. And there's our Warmech.
Alright, Shill's gonna go for it. There's the fast. There's the lock too.
There's the Bane, and it hit the second black wizard. And down goes the white wizard. That's concerning.
It's a little bit. I mean, Sho has the defense sword and the yeah, he's got defense sword. He's got that's fast. That's
oh dear.
Nuke time. He's just calling it.
Yeah, because you still gotta. Nope, Warmech's Warmech's just saying, "Get back here, you."
Yeah, and now Sho is down to solo ninja.
Oh boy.
I mean, if this works out, nice little solo grind on the way across the bridge. If this doesn't work out, it's a lot of time lost.
Could be worse. At least he just basically go moded through this whole place, so it didn't take long to get to here. Oh boy.
Yep, of course. So it's two trances follow up with Thunder, which
goes back into trance. Oh dear. Ooh, he's able to get away though.
And while we were watching the stun party on Sho's side, Caleb has made it to the water floor.
Yep, I totally missed both Glitch 2 and Carry 2. Apparently they couldn't have been much.
Sho handling T1 pretty well. Still a whole water dungeon behind, though.
Yeah.
And I think with all of these nukes in Caleb's party, the only fiend you're really worried about is Chaos. So, we'll see him before too long.
Ooh, there's a 4 for 4 on the katana.
Alright, get the Arby's special.
Although Tiamat doesn't seem to have much for abilities, and goes down.
That'll do it.
And blink and you miss it, Kraken 2's down. this has been a paper topher so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know, Caleb may just have enough nukes to kill Chaos. I was expecting him to have to burn more.
Alright. Alright, Chaos, let's see what you got.
Pretty darn good nuke rolls so far.
It's about 700 damage so far. About 1,000.
Alright, well,
1,200, about thereabouts.
there you go.
Yeah, and Caleb comes in first place with an official SRL time of 1:23:55. GG.
Alright, we'll see if we get Caleb in here for an interview. Yeah, Show's got that air orb lit and is about to finish out Sea Shrine.
Yep, so all in all, this seed wasn't really that bad. It just kind of played more into Caleb's party configuration as opposed to Show's. And we have Caleb here in the booth. GG.
Hey, thank you. That was intense. Whew.
Yeah, it's so you're gonna do a dodgeball draft and you only really need your first round pick, huh?
Yeah, the fighter, I was really hoping for a better sword than the defense, but when one wasn't free, I figured he was just going to be the tank, and I hoped that nukes would carry the day, and they did. So, I felt really good when I killed Carrie at the 18-minute mark. And then when I deduced that I would need both loose, I felt bad. Yeah, that was go to Earth, folks. Oh man. So how's Sho been doing with his the Ninja Oreo?
He's been doing just fine. Let's see, he took a wipe earlier, but other than that, it's been doing alright.
Yeah,
He just didn't really have the caliber of firepower that you did with that level 1 nuke.
Yeah.
He found 8 bad men on that time.
Oh yeah, in the at the Ice Cave Trap Tower.
Yeah, and they rolled so high. Oh man, I was really concerned because I knew that Sho needed the tail and needed early good magic and a katana, and when I found a katana right away in the volcano, I was concerned. And then the tail and ordeals, I was really hoping tail would be loose. So my party was a little bit better equipped for a low level or a non-promotion, but yeah.
I mean, hey, it all worked out. You had Duke, you had Cure 4, you had Life 2. And Power Gauntlet. What was going to kill you?
Yeah, it was. You kind of asked for better red magic this seed. I was bummed that I didn't have fast or temper, and that was another reason why I was just the knight's going to stay up front with the ribbon, and he's going to be the literal tank, and we're just going to rely on nukes. And if the nukes don't work, we'll just power bonk up the defense sword and pray that Chaos doesn't have high evade. Because I didn't find lock either.
Evasion doesn't matter too much when you have
27 nukes.
and 12 of them left over at the end of the dungeon.
Yeah, I've been not running this comp a lot, but running 4 up and just taking nearly every fight that I can get, and I usually end up mid-20s for Topher, and it doesn't feel super slow. Yeah, so having the full complement of casts and then having the backup fades for the other reds after I ran out of nukes was nice.
Meanwhile, Sho did a bit of a pop grind early on to kind of shore up his level somewhat. And goodness knows, you guys needed money early, and it took a while for you to find it since when you found that floater at 36,000.
Yeah, and like there's nothing in the armory worth selling. Like I thought about selling the ice armor, but I figured there's no way that was going to get me 20k. So, but he should have no problem with this Temple of Fiends. There was nothing scary here except that first round nuke from Lich.
Oh, Lich had nuke. We were at the time you were going at that point in Topher. ShoFukomachi had found Warmech, and Warmech was kind of giving him the business. He didn't wipe from it, but things were fine until Warmech punched out the White Wizard. Then he ran away with 2 party members. Then Warmech, chased him down, and he had to run away again. And he had to basically solo Tiamat. So unfortunately, those were levels that he wasn't able to get for his party. But he's got the katana, he's got fast and temper, so he should be all right in that regard at least.
So Chad is asking, what's with the Aegis drop?
That was a big mistake. I was menuing trying to move stuff around, and I just flubbed the input and had the wooden shield, so later picked up an iron shield, so that was cool. But yeah, that was totally just a miss menu on my part. I wasn't trying to disrespect the Aegis shield. I kind of wanted that so I could keep the ribbons on the red mages a little bit longer.
How do you like camping equipment in your validation chest?
About as much as I like 2 gold in the other validation chest. I don't know if Falconic was watching, but I totally almost did a carry check, but figured I didn't know how behind or ahead I was. Like I was just going, and yeah, and I didn't want to screw it up. And I probably would have been okay because I probably would have gotten, I would have at least moved some of those nasty encounters off the water floor onto the fire floor.
Shows encountering these unrunnable worm packs, so that's good for experience, not good for his health, though.
So, how did you sucker Sho into doing this kind of draft?
Well, he came on the show. He came on the podcast, and we were talking about drafting and what we could do, and we just kind of wanted to be fun with it. And I was explaining to him the Falconic dodgeball draft of you pick a party member, like you pick a class, and then your opponent doesn't get to pick that class, and you're forced and you're stuck with it. So and then you just go back and forth. Falconic did it a couple times through the spring tournament, and then where instead of going alternating 1-1-2, 1-2, 1-2 like that, I asked Sho if he would want to do it as a snake. So first person picks, second person picks 2, then the first person picks 2, and then the second person gets stuck with the thief, so to speak. And because Sho was the guest on the show, I gave him guest right to either have the first pick or defer, and he gave me the first pick, so I took Red Mage because I knew he was going to get 2 picks in a row, and I didn't want to get locked out of either School of Magic. And then he did exactly that because I guess he didn't want to get locked out of a School of Magic, and I was definitely going to take a fighter. And then it was just really, do I want the Thief for the run chance, or do I want to take away the nuclear option from him? So I took away the nuclear option of the Black Belt and saddled him with the Thief, which isn't terrible with these flags. We've seen people run really successful races with them. But yeah, so the only decision I had to make was whether or not I was going to run Fighter Black Belt double red or just Fighter triple red, and I knew I didn't want to grind, so I just abandoned the Black Belt as a valid option.
And I bet when you saw that level 1 black magic, you really liked that decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did think about doing the Ikben Maya reroll, the quad reds, but wanted the fighter for his health pool. So, and 3 nukes is almost as good as 4 nukes. So,
not to mention that if Topher ended up being something bad, having someone that can swing a decent weapon, assuming you actually find one, can get you a long way.
Yeah, I mean, you were fine too. You had those fades in your back pocket too.
Yeah. And I liked having the Ice 3, Fire 3 backup, even though I didn't really have to use them that much. Like Red Magic was like nearly perfect this seed. If there had been a low-level lock or fast or temper, it would have been like a dream come true. But Power Bonk was cool. I wasn't convinced I was going to get it until I found it. Because I didn't know, other than the rod, what was going to be loose at that point. And it was just sort of blessing in disguise at that point. And I was hoping that there would be something worthwhile in Marsh, but there wasn't. So I also thought real hard about doing C when I was coming out of the waterfall, and I knew I didn't want to full clear it. So I figured I still have plenty of incentive boxes left to open, so let me just go chase these down. And then it was way in the back of my mind that something was going to be loose in C, and Cho was going to do it as soon as he got the Oxyale, and I was going to be 20 minutes behind.
I think so. I think in this case, Sho ended up doing C Shrine last. He ended up doing Earth first. Between Earth, Water, and Air, at least, ended up doing Earth first, then Air, then Water.
Mm-hmm. I saw in chat that Choke got the double Warmech. Did he take both of them?
He started to take the first one until the White Wizard got punched out. He lost the White Wizard, and one of his Black Wizards decided to run away. And then two encounters later, Warmech showed up again, took out the other Black Wizard. Thankfully, the ninja was able to get away.
I was kind of hoping to find 2 Warmechs. Did he find Masa?
Nope. He's using Katana.
Wow.
Yeah,
Masa or Excal.
Besides Katana, that defense sword's the best sword we saw from either of you.
Oh wow. Okay, Fast was level 7. Yeah, I only checked Gaia.
Yeah, it was an on-rack.
On-rack and then recheck date.
Yeah, I was hoping. I thought I saw Lit 3. I thought that was at level 6. Or level 5. I thought I skipped it. But, yeah.
Team at 2 is down. And
Alright, here we go, and we might actually see Chaos get hit with a weapon. Out comes the zap.
Oh, that's scary.
Misses everyone.
Equip that black shirt.
Yeah, I love black shirt and these flags with a black wizard.
Where's the red shirt?
It's on the ninja.
Is Sho just gonna one-shot this Chaos?
He
Probably.
might.
Probably.
It's done about 500 damage, more or less. Yeah, boom, done.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, GG.
Yeah, ShoFukomachi ends second place with an official time of 1:38.58. GG. And we have ShoFukomachi in the booth. GG.
Ah, GG. Woo.
Hey, GG, man.
Yeah. Oh, man,
Level 1 nuke.
Yep. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, he's probably gonna go full red mages.
I didn't. I kept 3.
I mean, that's still 27 nukes.
Yeah. Right. I only kept 3, so.
It was gonna be tough just because the thief just can't do anything until a class change, and then even then, nothing really useful came in.
Yeah. Yeah, there was, I mean, if Chaos or any of the Fiends had been high HP, I would have had a hard time because the best thing I had swinging was the defense sword and no tempers or fast. So, luckily they all rolled low and I was able to just nuke through it. But
Oh man, yeah, like I was really surprised that Tiamat 2 rolled really low. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, okay. But
yeah.
I got a double war mech encounter.
Yeah, I heard. I only got the one, and I didn't. He only scared me with Bane, but yeah, it was still pretty terrifying. But I kind of wanted another one,
I was
just for the
well,
XP.
I'll give it a shot, but then he killed off 2 of my members, and then ended up doing Tiamat 1 solo with my thief.
Oh God.
Luckily, at that point, I mean, I of course had the defense, and I also had bonk, so that enabled me
Yeah.
to go. But man,
I think if you did that after Volcano, you had the katana by then.
true, yeah, and like it was very fetch questy. This thing.
How long did you wait to go to Earth?
That was the last thing I did.
Oh God. Yeah.
So once I found that the ruby, I was like, well, there's the cube. And then
Yeah.
I did C and what's it called? Air right afterwards.
Yeah.
That
I
was
did.
fun.
Okay.
I finished.
Wow. Yeah. I went to Earth, so I finished doing the mini dungeons, and doing all like the random fetches and raiding Cardia and stuff, and then I went to Marsh, thinking there might be something cheeky down there, like a Masa or Vorpal or maybe the Ruby or Crystal, because I knew it was either one of the two. And then I spent like 4 minutes there, reset out, and went right to Earth and was checked first floor. Nothing was there, and I kept getting ambushed by like unrunnable snakes and zombies with just like big packs that were just slowing me down. And every fight, I was just like, "Oh God, I'm gonna lose because it's gonna be in C and he's gonna have gone there first." And then I did the second floor and it wasn't there, and I accidentally reset out instead of out of checking the bottom room. And then it was in the little lucky box there north of the vampire, and I was like, okay, I feel good now because he probably didn't come to Earth. So, but then again, there was all that metagaming stuff like, oh well, Sho knows that I like to go to Marsh and Earth, so maybe he did that too to offset any advantage. And I was just swimming in my head the whole race.
I just
So.
took some heavy wipes, like Ice Cave with the Badman tile,
Yeah.
Unfortunate. So I don't even
Yeah,
know
that
what
was-
was in. But luckily, when I came back and I was like, well, I'll search the bottom one because that's free. And of course, that turned out to be the rod. I was like, okay, at least I
Yeah.
got something. And of course, the canal was right there. I'm like,
And-
well, that's useless.
And
Yeah.
and from our perspective, so you were the first one to find the canal and the rod.
Oh,
Yeah, I came to ice pretty late. I did it like after ordeals and waterfall, and like the cardia run and all that stuff. So ice was the last place that I went to before going to Marsh and Earth.
yeah, because I was really looking for the tail. I was like, I need this. It has to happen, or else it's just gonna go bad.
Yeah,
But,
and then in my head like was Edge's voice. The cube's gonna be loose in Mirage. I was like, please no, please no.
I thought it was gonna be there. I was like, well, you know, the possibility of it being there was really high.
hmm
A lot of checks. I was like, well, there's still other things I haven't got, like the bottle of the ruby or whatever. Like those could lead to potential whatever. So I was like, but once I figured out, okay, well, it's loose because I had Thor hammer, opal bracelet, and power gauntlet. I was like, well, it's loose somewhere. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and first turn nuke on.
On Lich, yeah.
I was like, what? What is this?
Yeah, I had that too. It sucked. It sucked pretty hard, but I don't think it got any of my people.
I think it took out one of my black mages.
I mean, it's cool though. You could just heal them back up with your newly askew heal potions.
But...
Yeah.
I mean, magic was pretty good.
hmm
Because red mages were able to learn Cure 4 and like 2.
Yeah.
And nuke, of course, so that really just kind of made it real easy.
Yeah, and then 2 pretty free ribbons early on was also nice.
Yeah.
So
Did you go fighter?
yeah, I did fighter triple red. Yeah, because I just didn't want to take a grind, and I mean, had I taken a black belt, I don't know if it would have been any better, because I wouldn't have had like the life 2 access on the fighter. I wouldn't have had I would have had to have taken a grind, without faster temper, and I didn't. I mean, there were a couple decent spike tiles, but nothing that I wanted to take over and over and over again. Like I took the Nightmare, Evil Man, and Ice twice, and then took the Vampires twice in Ice, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I found, of course, Dragon and Aegis, so that gave me
Mhm.
definitely the night defense. So I ended up, having to buy a shield because I just didn't have a shield.
It's okay. I ended up throwing my my Aegis shield on the ground in the ice cave on accident. Just threw it down. I was like, then took one step. I was like, oh, Nightmare Evil Man. I'm glad I don't have my shield for this.
Yeah. So it was like, it's just tough because the thief needs fairly high levels for it to be effective with the katana.
hmm
But
Yeah, I think it's-
got double nukes.
Yeah, I think it's 23. The ninja gets its 5th hit,
I think so.
but yeah, still. I mean, you really need the fast to back it up, and like luckily you had 2 casters of it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
On
That's the
that
only
note,
thing I'm worried about, but with the double reds is not having faster temper guaranteed.
On that note, we were contemplating that apparently whether you're going to go to 29 to get that extra hit on the defense sword or something.
I think I accidentally ended up on 29. As I was going through Topher, it was pretty close because Warmech threw him up to 27,
Mhm.
and then I want to say like maybe either in Topher or Sea Shrine I hit 29 on the night because I was just taking basically every fight that I could. Actually,
When you've got that many nuke casts, you can afford to do that, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, I ended up 28 before Topher, so yeah, he was 29 by the time I got to the bottom.
I was 25 when I killed off Chaos. And I just took so many random deaths. I was in a stun lock party. That was.
Oh, God.
Just,
Yeah, that's tough, man.
and of course, what was it? Hyenas with death touch. What
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh, I didn't either.
They hit me so many times. It was like, what's going on here? Yeah, and of course you run into the double hyena, gray ogre, whiz ogre, and like first hit,
Mhm.
dead. I'm like, what? What's going on? It was funny. Yeah, I think I saw a lot of things that were unfortunate. So, of course, what was it? Badman had sleep touch. What was that? So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Just a fun party. Just not one I'm really good with, I guess I could say.
Yeah,
Or
I mean,
just one that didn't get you that much of an advantage in this particular race.
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks for doing the dumb Falconic draft with me.
It was good. I mean, even last night's practice was good until Tiamat 2 had nuke.
Yeah.
But even then, I was only like 21 when I got to Tiamat 2, so like just surviving a nuke would have been a miracle at that point. Because I mean, apparently the ninja just has like no hit points. Because even that was at 25 was only had just broken 400. So, the survivability is definitely low. Where fighter black belt they'll have over 400 far before that.
Yeah.
But thank you. That was fun.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Like I said, thank you for doing the stupid draft with me. I probably would have run something similar, probably fighter red double black, had we not drafted anyway. So, I would have lost out on all those extra life 2s and cure 4s, but this was still a lot of fun to run. And thank you, Edge and Melee Wizard, for doing comms, and I think it was Jet was doing the tracking. So
Yep.
That's awesome. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting us. It's always a pleasure. So give your commentators and tracker a follow. Give the researcher a follow. Go follow.
Yeah. Likewise. So my 100th race show. Now I only got 470 to go to catch up to you.
And you can celebrate it with a win.
Yeah. You won your 500th, didn't you?
No, you beat me. I got third.
What? Did I come in second?
You came in second.
Okay.
Bert got first.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Bert's super good.
Yeah. But that was a fun entrance floor shuffle with the 10,000 hit point chaos.
Oh yeah. Not the case here.
Alright, so it looks like things are kind of drawing to a close here. Looking ahead to what else we got going on, because we've got quite a few races going on today. We've got at 5 o'clock Eastern on Speed Gaming 3, we got Cyranus versus Avos Ruin. At 7 o'clock on Randomania, we got Demon Frog and Sledge Kalami. At 8 o'clock on Speed Gaming 4, we got Crab Cakes versus Ganon's Gone Wild. That should be a good one. On 9 o'clock on RPG Limit Break, we got Silverfire and Leggy Starscream. At 10:30 on a Randomania channel to be determined, Ale Markin and Sealy Faye. And at midnight on right here on Speed Gaming, we got the Real Super Pleb and Min the Mage.
Midnight special. Well, thanks again for doing this. This was cathartic for me. I worked through some demons. I was drinking green tea all day. I was ready to go.
Awesome. GG's again. And,
Thanks, man. You too.
Looking forward to the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for our runners, Caleb and Sho, my co-commentator Edgeworth, our tracker Jat, and for everyone else behind the scenes at Speed Gaming, I am Melee Wizard, and have a nice day.